Hi guys, Mrs. Castle here, and we're going to talk about mixing, painting your background first, and creating color variations and some texture. So let's see, I have my palette of colors. I've decided that in my photo, this is a whole lot of brown, and I'm going to use like a grayish purple or a light like lavender with some gray in it for the background. So, and I'm going to kind of follow how light and dark it is on my photo. It's brightest up here in my background, and it gets darker the closer to the table it gets. And my table does the opposite. It's darker here and gets lighter as it comes forward. So I'm going to kind of follow the light and dark, the values that are here, but I'm going to change up the color on the wall. So, and everybody knows purple's my favorite color, so I'm going to use that. Now, some of you in your brush kit, you're going to have 3 brushes and a palette knife. So this is kit number 1, and you're going to follow the number of your phone pockets. If you need to check what phone pocket yours is, I'll put a list up on the screen for you. So this is number 1, and it has a thinner round brush, a palette knife. I'll show you how to use that, and some of the kits don't have palette knives. You'll have to use a plastic knife, and I'll show you how to use that. A big fat brush and kind of a medium flat brush. Okay, so I'm going to set those aside for, let's just say this. Use these as much as you want, and I need to set that aside because I'm going to show you how to use it. But when these brushes go back in your kit, and you put your kit back where you found it, they won't be dry if you've used them all, but they need to be clean. So there should be no dirty water inside the baggie. So if the person after you comes to me complaining that there's dirty guck inside your bag, you're going to be the one to lose points, not them, especially if they tell me at the beginning of class, which is when I want to hear it. And these will go back in the kit. You can roll it up and zip it all the way shut. Okay, and then it can go back in the little container where those go. And there are 2 kits per container, and they'll be labeled. So, mixing my color that I want to start with for the very top of my paper. Let's make sure you can see that. Okay. So I'm going to scoop some white first, and my white's the white is a little bit runny. So I'm going to put more white because I want it to be a light color. And I just scooped with my palette knife, and then I'm wiping my palette knife kind of off on my paper. Not on my painting, on my paper. And I'm going to start with just a tiny bit of purple, and I'm going to mash that around to mix it. It's not hard. And I also want it to be a little bit grayish, so ultra tiny amount of black. Kind of like old lavender. Okay, so I've got my color mixed, and I'm going to use that as long as I can, and then I'll mix some more. And I'll show you how to use the palette or the plastic knife instead of the palette knife. So I'm going to start. That's a very nice brush. I'm going to use my paint. I'm going to scoop some up with my brush, and I'm going to start close to my flowers, and I'm going to paint right along those edges. Notice I'm pulling my brush towards myself. And I'm going to keep this color towards the top of the paper. After I get out in the big areas, then I can be more, less careful, I guess, or more, I can spread more vigorously, faster. Don't spread fast near your drawing because you're going to mess it up. So I've got a bright value, like in my picture, up near the top. And I can go off the edge of the paper onto the plastic. It's not going to matter. So don't forget that. Other people are doing that too. So be careful when you come and sit down. So now it's looking like I need to get some more paint because I can't scrape any more off of my paper. So I'm going to get close to the color that I made before. And I'm just taking my brush and laying it across the side of my water dish. You can also just lay it on the plastic. That doesn't matter at all. Okay, so I'm getting more white off of my tray. Oops, I said I was going to show you about the plastic knife. When you wipe your palette knife off, be careful about wiping it on your paper, on your painting. Okay, so I'm going to, and I am not sitting my palette on my painting. Okay, that's I'm going to get some more purple. And my purple on this side should get a little bit darker because I'm coming further down. Because I'm going to follow the value pattern on, and the value is the lightness or darkness of a color. And a tiny bit of black. And this is going to work just the same way, except I'm using a plastic knife instead of a palette knife. Or you can share with your neighbor if they have one. I think there are 3 bags that don't have a palette knife. They have a plastic knife. If you kind of put it in a pile, that helps keep your paints wet longer. And that's a good thing. And I'm going to just blend my darker color. See, there's contrast between these 2 colors. This purple, light purple that I made is enough different than the original light purple that I made, but it has contrast. There's a difference there. It's darker and it's purpler. Can smush that around. So I'm going to keep going, and